women in comedy, and there is something to
Definitely,
it's
there's
definitely a fight to be fought, and they are fighting, and it's a
yeah, there's
righteous
been
fight.
a big breakthrough there. But anyway, thousands of years, we were told that we were great, we were lovely and fabulous, but there are certain things we just can't do. So Catherine in the 18th century looks at a complicated, violent, difficult country like Russia and says, I can do this. At the age of 25 or so.
It's
Yeah, I
crazy
can
to
do
think
this.
that, right?
It's crazy to think that. And before that, she'd learnt Russian. She had, learned the politics of court. I mean, she was just so brilliant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she was very accessible. She was sexual. She loved falling in love. She wasn't this sort of,
Right.
one-dimensional person. She had all these layers of femininity about her as well. So I'd always been sort of fascinated about this character.
And also, she was like a rebel to a degree in terms of shifting the feudal culture into something more.
Well, trying to in the early days of her reign, if you could call it that. Yes, she tried to liberate. She was inspired by Voltaire and the ideas that were coming out of France that, of course, led to the French Revolution. But the reality of the power structure, the financial structure in Russia, depending upon the serfs, the feudal system, was just too, she couldn't dislodge it. She was not, and in the end, actually, she became quite, as radicals often do, they become quite conservative and she was fairly tyrannical towards the end, as I guess she got older and she was fighting to sort of
hold on to power.
Hold on to power.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that these because there's a lot of them in the arts too, these former kind of liberal, kind of progressive, somewhat radical creative forces, eventually become older and much more conservative?
I wonder.
Yeah,
I mean, one
know.
of the reasons I was so joyful, I'm not joyful to see people out there without masks on, but to see the protests recently, it's like, yes, thank God, the young are back. The young are doing what the young have to do. That's their job in life. Their job,
fighting for change
as a young person, is to fight for change and to be the ones with the courage and the balls and the tenacity and the energy to get up there and be out there and with their signs. So I was just so great to see that happen. The millennials didn't do that. There was a weird generation where they just wanted to make money. And that always slightly disturbed me. But then the natural progression as you get married, unlike you and I, you have children, you get a mortgage, you have a garden, you want to plant, and other things come in. But it is the role of the young.
Sure. I understand getting practical, but and I understand maybe getting fiscally sort of like in your own personal life more conservative, but I don't really understand these guys who were, real artists at one time becoming sort of malignantly socially conservative. It's some sort of, I don't know what it is. It's a wiring that they got. Like
you probably don't want to say a name, but give me a name.
David Mamet, John Voight.
Oh yes, interesting, true. I don't think John Voight was ever radical. I think he was always conservative.
Oh,
Mamet, I agree.
Maybe I'm just thinking about his roles.
Yes, I think.
I don't know. I talked to Jane Fonda.
Yes.
And I think he took a big turn. A lot of these guys took a turn after 9/11. Something just broke in their brain, and they decided that foreigners were terrible and that America was under assault.
Marc, I completely agree. I can't comprehend that.
Yeah. I think it's what happens is it's that there's a sensitivity necessary to be a genuine artist. And I think that, if you get older and you maintain that sensitivity and at some point you become consumed with fear that you can't get back to it anymore and you react in a different way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Both. I mean, I've worked with both of them. Mamet wrote the Phil Spector piece.
Which one?
And Phil Spector.
He
wrote and directed it.
He's like, he's like also like, I think he likes being a button pusher. Like he's a but I think
that's true.
But I think he means it.
I think he's a provocateur.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Yes, he is. And I don't think John Voight is. I think I worked with John on National Treasure. He played my husband.
Oh, really?
And both obviously Mamet is really, really smart, but John is also very, intelligent.
Yeah.
It's a bit like what's his name? The other, My Cold Dead Hand.
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston, who I met, very articulate.
Yeah.
You don't want these people to be smart and articulate. You want them to be kind of, Trumpish.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're very smart, very articulate. But oh my God, the arguments are so
they're just not
dangerous and unpleasant and
closed off, not embracing, no tolerance.
No tolerance. No. Yes.
Yeah, it's a fear thing
and frightening.
Yeah,
frightening.
And they're frightened. These boomers who are coming up on the end of their time, they kind of their egos freak out.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
But I don't understand it either.
But they were nice to you.
They were very nice to me, both of them. But I would argue with them.
Oh, good.
I did argue with them.
Oh, good.
I didn't take it.
Good.
I argued.
Well, keep it up.
Yeah.
It was great talking to you, Helen.
You too, Mark. Thank you. Thank you. I was told it would be fun, and it was fun. It was great.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Helen Mirren. How great was that? There were moments there where I'm like, I think I love her. You didn't hear it because maybe I got you locked into me screaming in my heart, but my heart was singing a bit talking to Helen Mirren, and you can watch her in Catherine the Great, now streaming or on demand on all HBO platforms. She's also in the one and only Ivan, which will be on Disney Plus next month. And now I will play some guitar. I got to learn some new chords. I got to learn. How long have I been saying that? How long? My heart is screaming. I'm screaming inside my heart. Boomer lives. Hey, don't forget, Simply Safe is the home security for right now, when feeling safe at home has never been more important. Simply Safe was designed to be easy to use while protecting your whole home 24/7, starting at 50 cents a day. Order online easily. Open the box, place the sensors, plug it in, and your home is protected around the clock. No technician has to come to your house. Head to simplysafe.com/WTF and get a free HD camera. That's simplysafe.com/WTF.